What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Electrobrat. Today we're about to go rip Project Electrom. We finally got all the graphics on, but we haven't been riding it so much because of the rain. It's winter. The Electrom is not something that I find fun to ride in the rain, especially with how much power that it has. If you don't know what that is, that's my 50 horsepower electric converted Honda Grom using an Alta Redshift drivetrain. What you might have noticed behind me is this KTM. I know it's green. It looks like a Kawasaki, but it's not. This is a KTM 65 right here, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you what, this is our next project. We are about to convert this thing to electric. And not only are we going to convert it to electric, our plan is to make this from the ground up, completely custom, not borrowing a drivetrain from somewhere else. This will be a kit that you can all buy. Now, I know we said that about the Grom, but what we learned about this Grom is that it's not easy to do. So Project Electrom is not something that was repeatable. We tried to figure out a way to make it repeatable, and it's too cost prohibitive. I do not think you guys want to spend $6,000 to convert your Groms into electric. It doesn't mean we're giving up. It means that we're focusing our efforts on this so we can learn about micro-sized drivetrains that we can then adapt to this and other things like a 85, a Grom, and other small mini bikes. Right now, you can see that we got plenty of room back here in the subframe. We got, this is just the gas tank, so you don't necessarily need everything. This is not necessary. So you have all this space right here for a motor and a battery. And I think that this thing is going to be killer. I think we can get around 20 horsepower out of this thing with the similar range to an Alta. So awesome pit bike for adults, great bike for a kid, especially if they're learning. And I think not only that, I think we're going to be able to be competitive. I think we're going to get the same weight or very similar weight with more horsepower. So that's the goal, that's the plan, and I just wanted to clue you guys in on that before we go take a rip on Project Electrom, because it is a nice day. So let's get it on.
Ryan Little.
All right, another thing I wanted to point out is that this is a GoPro Hero 8. I don't have a microphone for it, so I'm not gonna be able to talk with all the wind noise. So I'll try and get in some talking in between, so it's not gonna be your typical vlog, but I'm also gonna try and clip this GoPro onto various parts of this bike and see if we can get some different kind of shots for you. It's been a while, like I said, since I rode the Electrom, so I'm just excited to get out, take it for a rip. And like I said, we have not given up on the kit. I want to reiterate that it's just transforming to a different medium right now. We're just gonna kind of switch gears, get back to our roots with the dirt, and then once we get the drivetrain and everything figured out, which will be completely designed by us from the ground up, not borrowing from an Alta, then we can put it into other mini bikes. So what does that mean for Project Electrom? Well, stay tuned. So you guys might have noticed my Electron Company retro shirt. Actually, it was a sweatshirt. If you thought that was trick, please do go follow our Facebook page and our Instagram. If you follow my Instagram, you know a lot of what's going on. YouTube is the most work by a long shot. So if you really want to stay up to date with what I'm doing, you need to be on my Instagram or my Facebook, particularly my Instagram. Also, the store is on our Facebook page, so please do go check that out, and definitely subscribe or follow, if you will, the Instagram page, because it's going to give you a whole lot more content more regularly. Not as long and as extensive content, but definitely way more frequent. Way more frequent. Oh my God! Oh. It is.
That's cute.
Roasts are generally reserved for the most beloved and respected people in an industry. So yes, I am very honored that they decided to do this for me.
Do a wheelie. No wheelies, man. We don't want to flip a $10,000 bike. I'm good. Also, this thing isn't really set up for wheelies that well. More like a speed thing. It'll do one now. Yes, it might surprise you to know how much frickin' money this thing costs. And that's exactly why the kit just didn't come to fruition. It's just too expensive. I just do not think that a bunch of people are going to buy something so expensive. And unfortunately, that's what happened because of the Alta drivetrain, right? So that stuff is incredibly hard to get. It's limited in quantity, and if you want to buy it, it's ridiculously expensive. So that's why we're forced to build something from the ground up. That's where we got the idea from for the 65 and the 85s, right? Because that's something that I think a lot of kids and adults can have fun on. So it kind of broadens the market, and we can develop our... Oh, I'm having a moment of if I'm going to go in there. I feel like I'm going to. So anyway, that that kind of broadens the market, right, for us, and that allows us to develop an electric drivetrain that'll work on mini bikes. I've said that 3 times. It's really important because we're really excited about this project. And I don't want to divulge too many details. We're not going to be doing the follow along build videos like we did with the Electrom, because we're trying to keep this close to our vest. There's a lot of R&D that's going to go into this, and I really don't want people riding on our coattails, basically, and basically beating us with, you know, more money than I have. Now look, you can tell people have been riding in here with dirt bikes. This is a perfect place for the Alta Red Shift. That's the perfect place to bring my electric dirt bike. My bad. I flipped that guy off. I meant to give him the one finger, and then I flipped him off, and he's like, dude, what? What was that, dude? Why did I do that? Oh my God, I meant to do like a peace sign, or like, I don't know, what the hell? I'm just trying to find my way in here. I don't know if that's a good idea with this bike.
Few inches later. Eventually.
Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it.
I was looking into Groms for a minute. Wanted to get one.
Hella fun, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Hella fun.
What's the top on it? Like 60?
Well, this one we made custom electric. It'll go like over 100.
Oh, that's what's
If you just look up electric Grom on YouTube or on even Google, this will pop up. You can check it out.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me.
The weirdo. Look at this dude. Look at this guy.
2,000 years later.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap it up. I had a lot of fun ripping around the neighborhood, trying not to get into too much trouble. I avoided a ticket this time. One of these days I'm gonna get caught. I'm telling you, it's too much fun. It's impossible not to just rip. But anyway, stay tuned for the KTM 65 conversion. It's definitely something that we're looking to get banged out in the next couple of months. There's a lot of dirt riding to be had. If you haven't noticed, that's come back on my channel a lot because it's the winter time, and when the dirt is prime, it's irresistible, let me tell you. But with that being said, that's all I got for today's video. And as always, until next time, Electro out.